This is Kevin with TrackingSharks.com, and today we are covering 2 shark arm cases. The first case takes us to Argentina. Deigo Barria, 32, left his home on Saturday, February 18th, around 9 p.m. on his all-terrain vehicle. The experienced off-roader was planning to ride through Rocas Coloradas. Barria was familiar with the area, which may be why he chose to drive through it at such a late hour. The avid 4x4 and fisherman called his partner to let him know he met some friends and would be late coming home. Because he knew the area very well, she wasn't concerned when he didn't return home that night. However, by the next day, she was concerned. Police were notified and locals banded together to look for the oil worker. The area is so rough, police requested members of the off-road community and those with 4x4s to assist with the search, along with several air searchers. 2 days later, Barria's wrecked ATV was found on a beach with severe front-end damage. His cracked helmet was found a few feet away, but it's unknown if he removed it or if it was thrown off in the crash. 8 days later, 2 fishermen were at the same beach where Barria's glasses were found. The anglers landed 3 school sharks, and as they were cleaning the sharks around 1:20 a.m., they came across a human arm. They quickly notified local authorities. Various family members were called to the scene and were able to identify the appendage as barriers based on a tattoo on the arm. The other 2 sharks were dissected but contained no other remains. The appendage was taken to the judicial morgue where a DNA comparison test will be performed. Commissioner Christian Anslode said, quote, "One of the strongest hypotheses is that he collided with a rock and the body was carried away by the sea. But we are going to handle all the hypotheses with the evidence found in the place. That day, there was a tidal wave." End quote. He added that the vehicle will be analyzed to establish how the accident happened and believes the ATV, which was found further inshore from the water's edge, may have been moved by the waves. School sharks are known to be relatively harmless to humans. It is quite plausible Barria was deceased or unconscious from the crash and was washed into the water by waves. It is also possible he survived the crash and walked to the ocean inadvertently or purposefully to clean himself off and was washed away. It was dark and his helmet showed massive trauma. Let me know your theory in the comments. This is not the first arm to be found in a shark. In 1935, another mystery was solved by a shark that ingested an arm. In mid-April 1935, a tiger shark was caught off Coogee Beach in Sydney, Australia. The shark was taken to the local aquariums for display. That same week, the shark regurgitated a left hand and forearm in front of stunned visitors. A pathologist discovered the arm had been removed by a knife and was not severed by the shark. The arm also featured a unique tattoo of a boxer, and in hopes of identifying who it belonged to, a photo of the arm was circulated in the newspaper. As with Barria, the tattoos helped with identification. A man named Edward Smith came forward and said the arm appeared to be his brother's. Fingerprints taken from the severed arm's hand confirmed that it belonged to that of James Smith. James Smith was a small-time criminal who was last spotted drinking and playing cards at a local establishment with Patrick Brady. Police investigations discovered a taxicab driver who, on the same night of Smith was seen alive, took Brady to the home of Lloyd Holmes. Lloyd Holmes was a boat builder who was involved with both Smith and Brady. Holmes was suspected of running a smuggling ring in which his fast speedboats would be used to pick up loads of contraband in the high seas and then deliver it to shore. Smith was known to be one of the boat drivers until he and Holmes had a falling out due to a failed insurance scam, and Smith was thought to be blackmailing Holmes. Patrick Brady was arrested and Holmes was brought in for questioning. During his interrogation, Holmes denied association with the arrested Brady, and he was released without charge. 4 days later, the police came calling on Holmes again. Holmes went to his boat shed and attempted to kill himself with a .32 caliber shot to the head. The bullet failed to enter the man's skull, but succeeded in knocking him in the water. He crawled back into his speedboat and led the police on a 4-hour chase on the water. He was eventually apprehended and taken to the hospital. Since Brady was arrested, Holmes decided to cooperate with police and stated Brady did indeed kill Smith and had dismembered his body, stowing it in his trunk until he disposed of most of it in the bay. However, he kept the severed arm and gave it to Holmes as a threat. Holmes took Smith's arm to the beach and threw it into the surf, where a shark swallowed it. The same day he was set to give evidence at Smith's inquest hearing, Holmes was found dead. The crime scene gave the appearance of a suicide, but it was thought that he was murdered. Brady was tried for Smith's murder, but was acquitted because no other body parts were found that Smith could still be alive. In the end, the tiger shark was killed and upon necropsy was found to have no other human remains in it. You can find more information about the case online by searching for Shark Arm Murder Case. For more information on shark attack bites, visit trackingsharks.com. Join the conversation at facebook.com/trackingsharks. Buy me a drink with a super thanks or support the channel at patreon.com/trackingsharks. Thanks for watching and get wet soon.